welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoyed the first video that I did on some frequently asked questions for first-time home buyers, discussing the difference between due diligence and earnest money. So today I figured I would elaborate a little bit more on what you need to do during your due diligence period. Stay tuned. As a first-time home buyer, you may be wondering, what do I need to do during my due diligence period? Well, I'm here to help guide you and let you know what some of the best things that I recommend for my buyer clients to do during that period. One of the first things that I always recommend is that you get a home inspection done. A home inspector is going to go in there, they're going to inspect the whole home, figure out, what's wrong with the home. They're going to note everything. You're going to get back that report and it's going to be 20 to 30 pages long, but don't freak out. It's okay. I have some really good home inspectors and we sit down with you and we go over that whole report and we say, okay, this I have to legally note. I wouldn't worry too much about it. This is important. You need to start budgeting for this. If it's like a roof that you need to have repaired in the next year, as a first-time home buyer buying your home, you're going to need to know to start budgeting for things like that, because you're not renting anymore. You don't have a landlord that you can call and say, hey, I've got a hole in the roof, it's leaking, I need help, come fix it. No, you have to do that yourself. So it's good to know what you're getting yourself into so that you can plan for the future. Another thing, pest inspection, termite inspections. If it's an older home or even a newer home, it can have termites. You need to know that kind of stuff. You've got a front porch and you go to plant some, hang some of those little planters and hang you some ferns, and your screwdriver goes all the way up and you're like, oh my gosh, I got some rotted wood here. Yeah, you need to know that up front so you can prepare, you can plan, and you can budget for all these things that you're going to need to be doing. Also, septic. You need to know where your septic tank is. You will have to get it pumped eventually. You will need to know where your lines are in case you go out there and you're planning on building you a pool over the summer. Those are some things that are very important that you'll need to know where they are. And your agent, they will go ahead and look up that information for you. The health department has tons of records on file for septic. They do have a cutoff time period, so if the house was this age and up, or back, they don't have those records. So there are ways to find out where that tank is located. It's actually pretty cool. You just call a septic guy and they have this device. They actually flush it down the toilet and then they can track it and find out where it lands in that tank and find the tank on the property. It's pretty cool. Also, another thing that you need to make sure that you are doing during this due diligence period is keeping in good touch with your lender. We will need to know as soon as possible whether or not your loan's going to be finalized, because if something happens and you go out here and you sign up for a line of credit without consulting with your lender, that can really mess up the whole loan process. So you do not need to be going out here and buying things and signing up for credit cards and auto loans while you're trying to buy a home. So please, please, please consult with your lender before you do anything financially. That is very, very important. Say for instance, during this due diligence period, so it's really important to do all of your inspections as early as possible in that due diligence period, because if something comes back and you're a little skeptical about the house, but you're like, I wonder if the seller would come off the price a little bit because that roof is super old. That's something that we can go to them and we can try to negotiate the sales price. We can negotiate any of the terms in the contract during that due diligence period. So again, it's highly important to get all these inspections done up front in the early stages of this so that we have time